So, the gym. It changed my life in a very positive way, in a very good way. There are a few things that I want to talk about today, and by the end of this video, I hope I encourage you to start going to the gym, or if you're already going, to help you get you back on track. If you're struggling with staying consistent, I'm going to share the exact tips that kept me going this entire year without skipping the gym once. So, the topics I'm going to talk about is why I started going to the gym, the challenges I faced, what changed, how the gym impacted my life, my tips for you, and in the end, some encouragement. So let's start with why I started going to the gym. So obviously, like everyone else, I was born, and when I was young, actors like, I don't know if you know him, but like Stifler from American Pie, or basically any Jack actor, were really appealing to me because they got girls, they look more mature, they seem more competent and overall more confident, and I wanted that too. Also, I like the idea of being able to train when I want, maybe in the morning, maybe at night, maybe in the afternoon. So I definitely wanted that freedom, and I just knew I'd be more confident in a well-shaped body. And honestly, I thought having gains would get me more girls, and eventually it actually did. But more on that later. So getting to the next one, the challenges I faced. As time went on, I made some gains, and I really worked on myself. I was super motivated. I was 15, riding my old bike 20 to 30 minutes just to get to the gym. I went 3 times a week, did full body workouts, stayed consistent, but eventually I hit a wall. I wasn't making progress anymore. I was still going to the gym, but without a real goal or without real plan. So as time went on, and I was around 17, I got my heart broken by a girl, obviously. And in that moment, that really shifted something in me because I told myself I'm gonna get really big now because I wanted to impress her. I'm from Germany and she went to America for a year, and I thought to myself, when she's coming back, she will be just impressed by how I'm looking. Eventually, that didn't change anything, but that was my goal. So that leads me to the next chapter, and that is what changed. And I started going to the gym 6 times a week. I found a split that worked very well for me, and that was chest back, arms and legs. So Monday chest back, Tuesday arms, and Wednesday legs, and then repeat that. So I started tracking my calories and my protein, and I went on a bulk, and that changed everything for me. Like I was eating, I don't know, like around 4,000 calories every day, and I'm not that tall. I'm actually pretty short. I would say I'm like 5'8". So for me that was literally hell because getting that much in every day. I ate like a chocolate bar like every evening. That was so disgusting. I don't know if I would really recommend that, but for me personally, it worked very well. So if you want to try it, try it. If don't, I recommend going on a more clean kind of bulk, like increase calories a slight bit, and then more and more, and get to clean food and not that crabby shit that I ate. And I had a plan, I had a goal. That's what changed, and that's what so significantly improved my training because, as I was telling you, I had this goal. I had this 1 year. I wanted to impress the girl. So I know when I wanted to be that big, and I know I had to put the time in. And I stuck to it. I trained, I followed everything. I even stopped going out because I wanted to hit my calories and I didn't want alcohol messing with my progress. So I became even more disciplined and I went all in. So also people started to notice. Some people admired me because I was so young. I mean, I was like 17 and I was already pretty big. I was like very big in such a short time. And I was starting to notice that people were treating me with much more respect. And more importantly, I started respecting myself a lot more. And at that time, I was actually really miserable, but the gym gave me a purpose. So it gave me something that I wanted to do and something to focus on. And my self esteem, I can tell you, skyrocketed. I just felt amazing. And yeah, in the end, the girl didn't care about the muscles, but honestly, I didn't care anymore either, because I made a major, literally a huge upgrade to my life. So coming up to the next chapter, how the gym impacted other areas of my life. So this is one of my favorite topics because the gym really impacted my life in such a positive way. I can't stress it enough. So friends, a lot of people will try to bring you down. Parties, distractions, drugs, you name it. So when you really go all in, you'll separate from them. But I'm gonna tell you now, real friends will stay. They will support you. Some might even join you on this path, and the other ones, you have to let go of them. I'm gonna tell you, you have to stop seeing those people because those will only bring you down and won't impact your life in a positive way. So you'll have to start getting rid of those guys, girls, whatever. So me personally, I lost all interest in drugs or parties, and you will feel that too. When you see what you're capable of doing physically and mentally, you don't want to put anything in your body that messes with you. You want your best health, you want your best performance. So that will definitely happen if you go all in. So overall, I'm way healthier. I feel way better. And yeah, probably the most controversial one, does the gym get you more girls? I would say girls love muscles. They might not always admit it, but trust me, most do. Of course, some don't care, but a lot do. And you just look better, feel better, your confidence shows, and we all know that confidence is attractive. I also really like to see the gym as a business because you have to go there. Nobody does the work for you. You put in the hours every day. In the beginning, there's little to no progress, but eventually it'll come. You start optimizing your life, you build discipline, you work towards a goal, and over time you get results. It's just like this YouTube channel right now. Maybe nobody's listening, but I'm still doing it because I know one day people will listen. And when that day comes, I'll be ready. So the gym taught me discipline, and discipline is one of the most important factors in life. So coming to the next chapter, what tips can I give you? I'm going to tell you, start alone. A partner can be helpful, but if your partner skips a session, chances are you'll skip too. So don't depend on anyone but yourself. So only go alone. I mean, you can go with a friend from time to time. That's totally cool. But I would say most of the time go alone. You'll also have much better focus, which will eventually lead to a better training and being more concentrated, etc., etc. Also, focus on your diet. It's like 70% eating and 30% training. Get your proteins in. If you don't do that, you won't make any progress. Simple as that. Also, drink loads of water. Gives you better pump. And you will notice that during the day you feel much better. Also, always remember why you started, especially on the days when you really don't feel like going. Going on the tough days matters the most. When you go to the gym on the days that you really don't feel like it, those are the days that make you stronger. And the next time you feel like skipping, it'll be much, I can't stress this enough, much easier for you to push through that. Link to that, build momentum. Like when you have a streak going, it's much easier to keep going. I always think I haven't skipped one workout this year. If I skip now, I'll break that streak. And believe it or not, that mindset works wonders. So I always say skipping the gym is like pulling a brick out of a house. You start with one, then another, and before you know it, the whole house collapses. And that's the same with your gym habit. So don't let that happen. So I would also say stick to the basics. The best bodybuilders from back in the day use simple exercises. And for me personally, I think they look the best. I mean, just master the basics. Please don't always listen to those Instagram, TikTok guys that try to sell you the new best biceps technique or how to train your back the best way with that and this, and just stick to the basics. You're just fine doing that. So next thing I would say, give it your all for a long period. That's when you build muscle memory. Life will get in the way sometimes, and that's okay. Last year I didn't really go to the gym much, but because I went so hard when I was 17, I made all my gains back in just like in 2 to 3 months, so in no time. And the last thing, and everybody knows that, is sleep is key. So you'll have to get a minimum of 7 hours every day. And I know it's hard sometimes, and you won't. I mean, even me, sometimes I only get 5 or so, and that's okay. I mean, if you're young, but you would really want to optimize that and really focus on getting those 7 hours every day. So, coming to the last chapter, that's encouragement. So, here's what I want you to do: go to the gym 6 times a week, really give it your all, stick to it for at least 3 months, and after that, you'll notice how much your life has improved. If you really take in what I said and apply it, I know you'll stay consistent, and I'm sure you'll have experiences just like I did. And let me tell you, I hope you do, because it makes life so much better and way more enjoyable. And I hope you all are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video.